Hello, the Zoom lady told me I'm recording in progress. My name is Dennis Gillen. I am the executive director of the Half a Sarah Foundation. And if you're wondering where we got our name, we got it from a Swedish proverb that states shared joy is a double joy. A shared sorrow is half a sorrow. Brilliant. When I heard that, about knocked me on my feet because I've been sharing my sorrow about my brothers and trying to prevent future occurrences of suicide. So I went from dennisgillen.com. Think much of yourself, Dennis. I went from that site and I'm moving to Half a Sorrow Foundation, all the stuff that's coming over this way. And I think we could do more as a foundation, more. In fact, if you look at our mission statement, we exist to improve mental health for individuals and organizations by promoting real conversations. What that means is we don't want to be in the suicide prevention business forever. We want to talk ourselves out of a job and go upstream and get really cool talking about mental health. As an organization, we're relatively young, probably 2 years, but over a decade of experience. I've been speaking on suicide prevention, gosh, from 2011 when I had my coming out party at a fundraiser, told the story about my brothers, and I can't stop speaking about it ever since. We're certified 501c3 as per the IRS. I got the note back there on the wall. We're official. We're in. It's happening. It's happening. We've touched thousands of lives, and I know that for a fact because at one event, one time, we had 1,000 people show up. So anything over that is thousands, and we do. The foundation allows us to do some innovative programming, and we'll get into that a little bit. I want to share with you some of the feedback. This is kind of, I'm trying to be humble here, but this talk touches people. So let's go to the next slide. There's a picture of me presenting at the South Carolina National Guard this year. Look at some of the feedback. Exceptional speaker, one of the best I've heard. Yeah, good thing they didn't go to the early talks when I cried the entire time. Please bring them back. Presenter was passionate. Best talk of the conference, hands down. That's all great for my ego and all of us here at the Half a Sorrow Foundation. But what really boils down to is people want to talk about this subject. They just don't know how. Then here comes this guy on stage, talks about the two worst days of his life. And at the end, he's selling hope and people get it. It's wild. After I speak, it's hard to get out of the room. People want to talk. And that's fine. I'm cool with that. I am totally cool with that. So continuing on our slide there about our founder, there's one of my speaking engagements that was for Keeley Corporation. I've done 3 C's basically: corporations, colleges, and civic groups. We could add churches on there as well. You could read all that. The one thing I want to reference there is the TEDx talk. That thing has been wild. I didn't want to do it. I did it out of town. I did it up in Hickory, North Carolina, in case I bombed. Nobody would know me. I did really well, and it's over 25,000 views for that talk, and it's on loneliness. And I didn't think I was ready. If you ever watch it, I start the thing, I talk, I go, I breathe in and out. I don't think I'm ready because I memorized the entire 17-minute presentation, but it went over really well, and I got a standing ovation. Wow! But what's really wild is the message. Loneliness kills. So check it out. That's what we're doing. Life is worth living. And what we offer is a lot of things. One, we're based in Greenville, South Carolina, and we travel anywhere. We go wherever the mission takes us. In fact, today we're doing a Zoom meeting right from here. Same setup. So virtual works, totally works. Uh, Live and in person's even better because I have the moves like Jagger. Uh, I just like being in front of an audience. Our revenue stream, and this is how we operate. Our revenue stream has basically been donations lately, and people pay for the talk. Pay for the talk. We could use some help on grants, and we'll get back to what our needs are. We need to do a better job on getting grants, and it's kind of neat. The model works so the paid talks, corporations, colleges, they could pay me. They got the money, and it's for a worthy cause because the paid talks allow me to do the free talks. So when I go to some of the churches or the civic groups or the homeless shelter, like when I did that Weekend of Hope for a bunch of guys that are homeless, do you think I charge them? No, it's part of our mission. It's part of our mission. So we don't ask for money for those folks. But remember this: if we don't have money, and this is a hard part for me as executive director, I'm not good at asking for money. If we don't have money, we don't have a mission. No money, no mission. So If you could donate, donate. If you could hire me, that's even better. And we'll go from there. All compliance is up to date in accordance with local laws, state, federal. We are a 501c3, as I told you, in full compliance. So we're doing everything right. I do want to talk to you about some of the programs. One of them is the Purple File. That is an actual picture of me with my Purple File, and it's right over there. I could see it, and it's nearby my desk at all times in case I need to open it. What is the Purple File? It's a protective factor, and it was featured in an article in Entrepreneur magazine. And I say featured, that means I wrote the article. I wrote the article, and I actually, it's a cool article. It's in the back of the magazine. It says, "What inspires me?" What inspires me is the name of the section. And you, the reader, are encouraged to send something in. I sent in the story about my Purple File, how I open it up whenever I think about quitting. It's got little notes in there, thank you notes, pictures, some flyers from my talks, even a card from my mom. All that stuff's in there. Thank you notes. It's all in there. And it's kind of cool because it keeps me going. You need a file. And when I took that photo, by the way, a girl down the hall helped me out. Kate, she came down the hallway and I said, "Hey, I need a hand. I can take this photo for this editor." And the editor I was working with, she told me that she was glad they picked my story because they had hundreds to pick from. They picked mine to run in January of this year. She goes, "I'm glad they picked your story because I lost my mom to suicide." Whoa, 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 whoa. Folks, it's, you never know. You never know who's hurting out there. And suicide is way too rampant these days. In fact, the numbers for 2021 came in, and after 2 years of declines, they went up. We have much work to do, and you, my friend, need a Purple File. That's one thing we did. The other thing we did is this thing called the Camel Hat Club. The Camel Hat Club is where we want to organize and conduct support groups in the field of mental health awareness and suicide prevention for men. Ladies, you have the Red Hat Club. We have the Camel Hat Club. Why camo? Because men tend to camouflage their emotions. Ooh, good one, eh? And camouflage is just cool to wear. I don't know, something about it. Your testosterone level goes up when you wear camouflage. It just does. So that's what we're trying to do. I'll show you a picture of my group. We meet every first Thursday of the month. First Thursday of the month, this group meets, and there we are in our camo hats. Now, before anyone gives me any crap, I'm wearing a South Carolina Gamecock sweater, uh, sweatshirt, and I have a Clemson hat. And if you're in the state of South Carolina, you got to pick one or the other. And I'm here to tell you, no, you don't. You could like both of them, unless they're playing each other. Now, this Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving, South Carolina will travel to Clemson. I will be rooting for Clemson. When they go head to head, I root for Clemson. When they're not going head to head, I root for both. So stop, calm down, everybody. It's just a hat, it's just a shirt, and these are my homies right there. These are my guys. We meet the first Thursday of every month, and it's simple. All we do is send out a text like on Tuesday or Wednesday. Hey, is this the day? And we pick the same spot, same day, and that's where we go. That's what we do. So that's the Camel Hat Club, and I encourage you. We check on each other. We check on each other's mental health, and that's what we're doing. How can you help? One, you can get us more speaking engagements. Let people know we're out there. That would be great. Donations would be great too. And also, one aspect of the donations that I really need to work on is monthly donations. People that are working on monthly donations, um, uh, just a little bit every month, and you can get in there and get a schedule. Another thing you can do is buy our book, Nice Shoes. Uh, we have it. You can do it online, in person. Heck, you give us a donation, we'll send you one signed by me and the author of the book, Nice Shoes, that was developed with Stephen Peel and myself. And the other thing you could do, how else can you help? We need people. I can use an admin for sure. That's a fact. A scheduler would be great. Somebody in marketing. Um, we have a social media guru coming on. Actually, we have a call tonight to seal the deal. Someone to yell at Dennis, basically, with my ADD. That would be great. And we need volunteers. If you have a skill set, like I'm doing this journalism project, if you know journalism schools or you can develop a list for me of journalism schools, let's go for it. Anything you can do to help the cause would be great. Uh, let people know we're out there, donate, buy the book, and just chip in, volunteer. Say, Dennis, I can help you. We'll take you. Well, I'll take you. And then finally, stay in touch. We'd love to see this ongoing dialogue. Right now, it's a monologue with me, but I'd like to have a dialogue with you. There's our phone number and there's our email address. So stay in touch. So that's it. That's what we've been up to. This is the fall update for the Half Asara Foundation. I appreciate all that you do. I want to thank you for your support and keep it coming. Who knows? I can't tell you how many, what's in that purple file as far as people lives we've touched, but I cannot tell you how many people we've saved. But I have to think it's a big number. Um, Based on the feedback we got from the people that write, you got to figure if somebody writes you a note, there's probably 10, 20 people that thought about, writing you a note, but didn't do it. We're touching lives. And I think we're saving lives. I honestly do believe we're saving lives. So keep up your support. Find us, help us any way, shape, or form. That's all I got. My name's Dennis Martin Gillen, and I approve this message. Thanks.